Hey everyone, welcome to another installment of Harry Potter Theory. Today we'll be discussing whether or not Muggles can see Thestrals, the frightening winged horses who, in the world of Harry Potter, can only be seen by witches and wizards who have witnessed death. Now, I say winged horses since the majority of a Thestral's appearance is indeed rather horse-like in nature. However, as described in the Harry Potter series, these magical beings are actually quite a bit reptilian in the way that they look. This description of Thestrals is likely due to the fact that they have dragon-like heads and completely white eyes, lacking both pupils and irises. The body of a Thestral is also completely devoid of any muscle or meatiness. Instead, their thin bodies are composed entirely of skin and bones. With their dark black coats clinging to their skeleton bodies, they are rather sinister looking indeed. What's more, they also have large leathery wings, somewhat like an enormous bat, or once again, a dragon. Needless to say, these dark, foreboding wings make them look all the more spooky in their appearance. Of course, what makes a Thestral truly eerie is the fact that they can only be seen after a person has witnessed death firsthand. In Harry Potter, this of course explains why the first time Harry himself encounters a Thestral isn't until Order of the Phoenix. While many may argue that Harry should have been able to see Thestrals long before Sirius's death, since his mother, Lily Potter, was murdered by Voldemort right before his very eyes as an infant, that is not what we are here to discuss today, perhaps in another video. Rather, today, we are examining whether or not a Muggle who has witnessed death can also see Thestrals. And while I'd love to tell you that I have some wild and fantastical theory on this topic, I must confess that the answer to this question is actually a rather straightforward and simple one. Yes, Muggles can see Thestrals. This is a fact presented to us by J.K. Rowling herself. In her companion book to the Harry Potter series, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them by Newt Scamander, she shares the following. Winged horse, classification XXXXXX. Winged horses exist worldwide. There are many different breeds, including the Abraxan and the rare Thestral. Black, possessed of the power of invisibility and considered unlucky by many wizards. As with the hippogriff, the owner of a winged horse is required to perform a disillusionment charm upon it at regular intervals. See Introduction. When referencing the book's introduction, the reader is then educated on how any witch or wizard who owns a magical beast, such as a hippogriff, ergo a Thestral, are bound by law to enchant the beast with a disillusionment charm to distort the vision of any Muggle who may see it. All this to say that Thestrals can obviously be seen, or at the very least detected, by Muggles. Otherwise, why would wizardkind be bound by law to perform a disillusionment charm upon them at regular intervals? And if Thestrals were an exemption to this law, surely it would be stated directly in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. And with that, we've come to the end of another video. What did you think? Did you know that Muggles could see Thestrals? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, remember, it does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live.